Welcome to today's session on the Nigeria Tax Reform Acts 2026.
Welcome,
the next
everyone.
big policy
Today,
change
we're
in
diving
Nigeria
into a
economy
topic that's
set
for
to
year
shape Nigeria's
2026.
future. My name is Rashid
2026
Busari. I will
Tax
be the
Reform
instructor
Acts.
for this course.
I am here
course
to
objective
explore how
is to
these
provide you
reforms
with
are
a
set to
comprehensive
reshape
grasp
Nigeria's
of this
financial
landmark
landscape.
reform.
We'll
We'll be exploring its four major acts and what they mean for businesses,
government
individuals,
and
highlighting their
government
potential to
institutions
drive
alike.
economic growth.
This
and
reform is
development.
more than just
Thank you for
policy.
joining me
It's
as
a
we
pivotal
uncover the
change
opportunities
that will
these
influence
reforms
economic
offer. Strategies and everyday lives in Nigeria. Let's get started. As we dive into the course structure, I want to give you a clear roadmap of what we'll be exploring together. We'll start with an introduction to set the stage for our learning journey. This will help us understand the context and the driving forces behind these reforms. Next, we'll move into a brief overview of the new tax reform acts. Here, we'll highlight the key components of the reforms, giving you a snapshot of what's new and different. Finally, we'll discuss the implications of the new tax reform acts. This is where we'll delve into how these changes impact businesses, individuals, and government institutions. It's crucial to grasp these implications for a comprehensive understanding. I'm excited to guide you through this transformative journey. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. Today, we're delving into a topic that promises to be a game changer for Nigeria. In 2026, the country will witness the implementation of the new Nigeria Tax Reform Acts, an event that is being heralded as the next big thing in Nigeria's economic evolution. This reform isn't just any policy update. It is the most significant policy development anticipated to shape Nigeria's economic landscape in the upcoming year. It's crucial to understand that these changes are not merely administrative. They're transformative, with the potential to impact every business, individual, and government institution in the nation. As we proceed, we'll explore how these reforms are set to revolutionize the way taxes are perceived and managed in Nigeria, paving the way for a more streamlined and efficient economic environment. Let's uncover what makes this reform so groundbreaking. This new tax reform is indeed historic. It represents a complete overhaul of Nigeria's tax framework, and it's poised to bring about long-term positive effects. Let's break down who will benefit and how. Firstly, businesses will likely see a more streamlined and efficient tax system, which could reduce administrative burdens and costs. This is a significant benefit as it allows companies to focus more on growth and innovation. Individuals, especially low-income earners, are expected to benefit from fairer tax policies. This means more equitable distribution of tax obligations, which could lead to improved financial stability for many families. Government institutions will also benefit from this reform. By updating and streamlining tax statutes, the government can enhance revenue collection and allocation, potentially leading to better public services. Overall, these changes aim to create a healthier economic environment that promotes sustainable growth. This reform is not just a policy change, it's a promise of a more prosperous future for Nigeria. Let's look forward to how these changes will unfold. Let's dive into the heart of the new Nigeria Tax Reform Acts by discussing its primary beneficiaries. Before these reforms, low-income earners and micro to small businesses were facing tax burdens not much different from those of high-income earners and large corporations. Effective January 2026, this imbalance will be corrected with streamlined tax reliefs, improved thresholds, and targeted incentives. According to Taiwo Oyedele, the chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, the primary beneficiaries of this reform are low-income earners and small and medium enterprises, or SMEs. This reform aims to ease financial pressures on these groups, promoting a more equitable economic environment. Today's discussion centers around the pivotal changes brought by the Nigeria Tax Reform Acts of 2025. This reform marks a significant shift by repealing outdated and fragmented tax statutes, which no longer serve our modern economy. On June 26, 2025, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu signed these reforms into law, setting a new course for Nigeria's fiscal landscape. The reform encompasses four major acts, each playing a critical role in aligning our tax system with contemporary business realities. These acts establish a framework that is better suited to our digital age, ensuring that tax policies are both relevant and effective. Today, we'll delve into the specifics of these acts, starting with their implications on major taxes and the broader economic environment. This is not just a change in policy, but a leap towards a more equitable and efficient tax system. As we explore further, consider how these changes might impact you or your business, and feel free to share your thoughts and questions. The Nigeria Tax Act 2025, or NTA 2025, is quite a landmark piece of legislation. It consolidates over 25 previously fragmented and outdated tax statutes into one unified structure. This act is immensely significant because it covers the major taxes collectible in Nigeria, serving as a comprehensive handbook for tax administration. From January 2026, it will guide the administration of taxes, reliefs, deductions, and statutes and incentives nationwide. The NTA 2025 is organized into 9 chapters, each tackling different aspects of taxation, including income, petroleum operations, and VAT, among others. This structured approach aims to simplify and streamline taxation processes, making it easier for both taxpayers and administrators. Today, we're delving into the Nigeria Tax Administration Act 2025, often referred to as NTAA 2025. This act is pivotal as it outlines the framework for how taxes are administered in Nigeria. First and foremost, the NTAA 2025 defines the structure, roles, and operational responsibilities of tax authorities. This is crucial for ensuring that all administrative aspects of tax collection, filing, assessment, and compliance enforcement are transparent and efficient. The goal here is to enhance overall accountability within the tax system. The Act is meticulously organized into 5 chapters, each addressing different administrative facets, starting with the objectives and jurisdictions, then moving to returns and payments, and covering general provisions, offenses, and miscellaneous elements. This structure is designed to streamline processes and create an effective tax administration environment. Understanding the NTAA 2025 helps us appreciate the efforts to improve Nigeria's tax system, making it more robust and aligned with contemporary needs. This act is a significant step towards a more accountable and transparent tax administration. Let's explore the Nigeria Revenue Service Act of 2025, a key component in Nigeria's tax reform journey. This act replaces the Federal Inland Revenue Service with the Nigeria Revenue Service, effective from January 2026. This transition is much more than a simple name change. It aims to modernize revenue collection, improve governance, and bring Nigeria's tax operations in line with global best practices. These changes are crucial for enhancing transparency and efficiency in managing federal revenue. The Act is divided into 8 parts, each playing a vital role in this transformation. From establishing the NRS and its governing board to detailing financial provisions and operational authority, every section is designed to ensure accountability and smooth operation. As we move forward, consider how these structural changes could impact both the economy and individual taxpayers. What opportunities might arise from a more efficient revenue service? Let's transition now to the next part of our presentation, where we'll discuss the establishment of the Joint Revenue Board. Today, we're diving into the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Act 2025, an essential component of Nigeria's tax reform. This act establishes 3 key entities that are pivotal for nationwide tax coordination. Let's explore how it enhances policy alignment, reduces interagency conflicts, and strengthens taxpayer protection mechanisms. This act is organized into 7 parts, each crucial in its role. First, we have the establishment of the Joint Revenue Board itself, a central feature. Next, the management and staff provisions ensure efficient operation. Financial provisions are also included, laying out the economic framework for the board. Then we have the establishment of the Tax Appeal Tribunal, which provides a structured mechanism for handling disputes. Importantly, there's the Office of the Tax Ombud, a safeguard for taxpayer rights. Lastly, the miscellaneous provisions tie it all together. These components work collectively to create a robust and fair tax administration system. As we proceed, you'll see how this reform shapes the future of Nigeria's fiscal landscape. The Joint Revenue Board Establishment Act 2025 marks a significant transition from the former Joint Tax Board. This new board is pivotal in harmonizing tax policies across all levels of government, federal, state, and local. One of the key features of the JRB is the structured mechanism it provides for resolving tax disputes outside of the court system. This ensures that disputes are resolved more quickly and efficiently, benefiting everyone involved. Additionally, the JRB acts as an independent institution dedicated to upholding taxpayer rights. It investigates complaints against tax authorities and ensures fairness throughout revenue administration. This is a critical step in building trust and transparency in our tax system. Today, we're diving into a pivotal shift in Nigeria's economic landscape, our new tax reform. This reform isn't just about numbers, it's a cornerstone for Nigeria's economic transformation. It sets the stage for long-term fiscal stability, increased investor confidence, and a more predictable tax environment. Let's break down the collective impact of the 4 acts. Modernizing Nigeria's tax architecture. We're streamlining processes to ensure they're efficient and effective. This is about creating a system that works for everyone. Promoting ease of doing business. By simplifying tax processes, we're making Nigeria a more attractive place for businesses to thrive. Improving tax equity for low-income earners and SMEs. We're committed to fairness, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their economic position, is treated equitably. These changes will also help boost the competitiveness of domestic industries and enhance sustainable revenue mobilization. It's about creating a more vibrant, competitive economy. We're reducing multiple taxation and cutting through administrative bottlenecks, while strengthening accountability and transparency across tax institutions. This reform is a significant step forward for all of us, shaping a future where economic opportunity is accessible to everyone. Thank you all for your time and attention today. I hope this presentation has shed light on the transformative potential of the new tax reforms in Nigeria. If you have any questions or need additional information, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can contact us directly at +234 812 053 6845 or visit our website at www.thefinancialthrive.com. For updates and more insights, follow us on social media at @thefinancialthrive. We look forward to continuing this important conversation and working together towards a more prosperous future for all. Thank you once again. Cheers.